return of the king. Kevin De Bruyne is back and Manchester City are looking good, guys. We are looking really, really good. Sorry for the late video. I just got back from the Etihad about an hour ago and then my son was asleep and I had to wait until he woke up, really. A little bit delayed, but I really enjoyed today. I really, really enjoyed today. It was great fun. I went down to the game today with my dad and hence why there was no watch long and so on. I just fancied watching Manchester City in the flesh because it's been since the start of the season since I saw him for various reasons. And today I had a lot of fun. Today I enjoyed what I witnessed. It was good. The king is back. Long live the king. Kevin De Bruyne looking fresh, looking trim, looking healthy and happy, and looking like Kevin De Bruyne always has done. Didn't skip a beat, that man. Honestly, it was like he hadn't missed a minute of football. It took him 15 minutes to get the assist. Of course he did. And it was to Jeremy Doku as well. Not only was it a wonderful reminder of what Kevin De Bruyne could do, it was also a tantalizing glimpse of the future. The past and the present, the past and the future, simultaneously combining for a beautiful present. Lovely, lovely stuff. And I honestly enjoyed it today. I thought there was loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of reasons to be positive about that game of football because what started off reasonably slowly, in the end, ended up in a bit of a masterclass as City sort of started to really dominate and take the mick out of Huddersfield there. As you can see, a mammoth 84% possession, 18 shots, 7 on target. City were largely down to a lot of individual brilliance against a team in Huddersfield who were very willing to sit back and defend. But we can't really talk about the details of this game without going back into De Bruyne a little bit more. I want to talk about Kevin De Bruyne because I like having him back on the pitch today. I wasn't sure they were going to do it at one point because obviously Huddersfield were being very physical. Rico Lewis, Akanji, Gomez, all getting like notable knocks, if not injuries today at times. It was a really brutal display from Huddersfield. And a small part of me was sat there at the Etihad thinking, please don't bring him on and get him injured by some Huddersfield orc, kicking him or whatever. I couldn't be bothered seeing that. But I can't deny the feeling around the stadium as Kevin De Bruyne started to warm up, and then the sense of anticipation that built to a fever pitch around the ground as he came on the pitch as well. Look, it's undeniable that Kevin De Bruyne has an aura in world football that's certainly unmatched in the Premier League, but maybe unmatched around the world these days. Kevin De Bruyne is an absolute superstar. And when he entered the pitch today, you could sense that, oh, wow, the actual king is back. We've got great players. We've had Haaland, we've got Foden, great, blah, blah, blah. Rodri, Diaz. But no, the superstar is still Kevin De Bruyne, the one who was truly, utterly special, capable of things that others simply aren't. The man who will drive us if we do manage to get 4 in a row, the man who'll do it is still Kevin De Bruyne. And you could tell, in my opinion, that the whole squad was lifted by his mere presence. And I think it has as well since the Club World Cup. He was out there training, of course, in Saudi Arabia as we picked up the Club World Cup, our 5th trophy, of course, of 2023. And I do think his general presence around the training pitch has helped galvanise this team. He is that man, and he does have that impact. He is a superstar respected by everyone in football, and you can see the photos of Matheus Nunes and Kovacic grinning at him, Josko Vardiel as well. Can't wait to train with him yet again, and today was the first time he's been on the pitch since August, and honestly, you could sense why we were so excited to have him back. Now, I'll be honest, I sat there watching those first 15 to 20 minutes thinking, please, like Kevin De Bruyne. I was watching every pass, every movement, every forward run, and I started to tick off all the signs mentally of all the things that Kevin De Bruyne did to see, is our Kevin De Bruyne back? Has he changed his game? Can he still what we want him to do? And I was there I was going through the checklist and going, okay, yeah, this is looking good. Of course, when I think of Kevin De Bruyne, I think of creating through balls down the channels that someone else would see, but maybe not even attempt to pull off. Kevin De Bruyne, he was playing those passes down the channels. Did it all come off? But he was attempting the difficult passes, the ones that break open the defenses. I was like, okay, the crisp passes into feet. That go about 20, 30 yards between the lines or across the goal to give someone a chance. That was there as well. The dinked back post cross for a tap in for someone else. That, of course, was there in assist. The overlapping runs round the right wing, because he is the best crosser in world football. That was there, overlapping Oscar Bob. He's bursting forward, drifting over to the left, getting back and defending, looking sharp, looking like he has that strong, elegant stride that he always has. Honestly, I saw all the things that Kevin De Bruyne usually does. Not quite to the 100% sharpness, of course, as you'd expect. But Kevin De Bruyne is still Kevin De Bruyne, you know? That's what I wanted to see today. Is he still there? Is Kevin De Bruyne got everything that we want him to have still? And I absolutely saw enough today in that cameo to know that he absolutely does. And it was very exciting. It was very exciting to witness the return of a man that we know is as good as he is. And here's, of course, his stats for today. 33 minutes involved, 46 touches, 80% pass accuracy. But then, once again, he does try things that are different, you know. As you can see, the 7 misplaced passes were crosses. 1 key pass. No, actually, to be fair, that's not true. 7 crosses, they're measured differently as metrics. And I know some of the passes were short because I saw him playing 3 balls, but he was trying... a chew? Excuse me, sorry. I said a chew then instead of bless you. Can you say bless you to yourself? I don't know if you can or not. Either way, but he was trying passes that were high-risk ones. 1 key pass, of course. 1 ground duel one. No attempted dribbles. He got his assist as well, of course, which was lovely stuff. And largely, he was floating around that right channel in the way that Kevin De Bruyne does. And look, I am excited. I'm excited because Kevin De Bruyne is quite simply a special footballer. He has so much going for him that we know he can just change. Thank you to everyone in the chat there, to Tony and Brooks. Thank you very much for blessing my sneezing. He can change a game. He can change the course of a season. And I do think there's something to be said for De Bruyne's rest. It's been forced on him, but Kevin De Bruyne has had an awful lot of football over the past several years, and he's just had his longest injury probably ever out on the sidelines. And I think at this age, 32 years old right now, I think it's probably been good for him because, you know, there's a tendency, and I know this through myself, for very different lifestyles, but everyone, and I feel this way myself for the past year or two, you can get caught up in a grind where every day feels the same, and you're doing the same, and if you're doing the same, and you don't feel like you've got a break. And I feel that way now as a parent, and sometimes just trying to get work and life kind of fitted around each other is very difficult, and you realise you don't remember what day of the week it is sometimes because every day starts to blend into the same. And Kevin, of course, is carrying the weight of expectation of his country on his shoulders, maybe the Premier League, Manchester City, millions of fans. It's an awful lot for him to carry, while at the same time being a parent to 3 beautiful kids. Is it 3 kids or 4 kids? Either way, some beautiful kids, and he's a family man, and playing an awful lot of football that's draining and physically tiring. And I do think there's something to be said for this enforced layoff to sort of help him just relax and focus and let him remind himself how much he loves football, you know. And like, Kev looks fresh, he looks happy, he's got a new haircut. Probably got his teeth done by the looks of it. I don't know. But he looks trim. He looks lean. He looks happy. He looks like he's had a little bit of time to think, be with his family, do some things that he enjoys, and remind himself just why he loves this club and why he loves football. And he's not got long left in his career. He hasn't. Maybe if a lucky 5 years, maybe more. I don't know. If a unlucky couple at the highest level. We don't know how long De Bruyne is going to be going at this level for. But what I do know is that what I do sense, at very least, not know, is of a man who looked at that pitch today and couldn't wait to get on it because he knows that he's not got long and he should enjoy it. I guarantee he knows that. And to me, he looked free today on the pitch. He looked excited to be there. And I'm very, very happy to see him there. Looks so good. He looks so good. And I'm very happy by it, really am. Someone said the sound quality is not great. I mean, is it really? I mean, it's probably fine as far as I'm aware, Robert. Sure it's not you, mate? In the chat, let me know if there's any problems with the sound, but I think it should be okay. I've checked everything. It looks okay. But yeah, I am good. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I saw today. A very important half an hour. Now, Guardiola, of course, did plead caution. Naturally, as you'd expect, he did say De Bruyne is not yet ready to play 90 minutes. I don't think he will be either. Accumulate the minutes, you know. Accumulate the minutes. Guardiola said De Bruyne, let me find the quotes. So he's not ready to play 90 minutes, but the plan will be to accumulate minutes. He said De Bruyne helps to win games, and there are few in the world. Kevin, Erling, Phil, Julian, they win games. I'm sure Kevin felt how people are in love with him. The mutual respect will be forever. Yeah, he's right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. There's not many people like him. He's a special footballer. And we've got a few now. Like, as Guardiola said, Alvarez helps people win games too. And that touches back to what I was saying a couple of months ago about why he's playing centrally. Pep's been playing there simply because De Bruyne has not been available. And Alvarez, even though he's not as smart or as cute technically as De Bruyne and Foden in those tight spaces, he does win you games because he's a goals and assists kind of guy. He always has them. And he's right to list him alongside Erling Haaland and Foden and De Bruyne. And right now, Phil Foden as well. some Phil Foden quotes here. This is a Phil Foden quote. Phil said, "I'm enjoying my football at the moment. Being in the pockets and being between the lines is where I want to be. I need to keep helping the Man City team with goals and assists and be that decisive player. I'm trying to do that every game. City seems to love the FA Cup. It's a special feel. It's a lot of different experiences playing different sides. That's why I love it. We want to low stages again, try and win again. Why not? We've definitely got a side for that." But yeah, going back to the first half of his quote, this is where Phil Foden wants to play. He wants to play in the centre, and he's getting it right now. And as you can see from the stats there, Phil Foden today, another masterclass. Another absolutely wonderful performance. Playing in that inside right channel, a 9.3 on SofaScore. 90% pass completion, 60 out of 67, 77 touches, 2 goals today. 1 key pass as well. He was involved in so much that Manchester City did brilliantly today. 3 shots on target. Look, Phil Foden right now is playing at a level. I think right now, Phil Foden's playing at a level which is just genuinely... It's really impressive. Like it's remarkably impressive. He's the quality of his goals today. Look, if they were Sergio Aguero, no one would question them. Obviously, with different football. His first goal, the last left foot volley, reminded me of the Aguero goal we talked a lot about this week. That Liverpool game many years ago. It was an instinctive, brilliant, rasping finish. The second one, Phil Foden is deadly from that position, just outside the area on his left foot. Excellent. Like the way that he opened his body up and passed it the first time to the bottom corner. Just special stuff. And then you look at his involvement for the Alvarez goal, the second one, which essentially killed the game. A beautiful little slide through pass to Nunes. Nunes collecting the 1-2. But it was that little pass that opened up the defence. Nunes did well, of course, to pull it back to Rico, who then shot scuffed to Alvarez, who put it in the back of the net. But Foden is playing in those little pockets. It's all about the weight of pass and the touch and the awareness. When you're playing in those roles as a number 10 or a number 8, you've got to be able to move the ball in pockets of space when you've got defenders absolutely clamouring to be near you. You've got so little space and so little time to do it. You've got to be smart. Your touch has got to be good. And you've got to be quick. And that's what Phil Foden's got. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm so buzzing to watch these players. And I had a feeling today when I saw the team that we were in for a good time. And right now, we're staring down the possibility of a forward line of like Doku, Foden, Haaland, De Bruyne, maybe Bob or Grealish or whatever. I don't know, Bernardo Silva. It's just so exciting with Rodri behind them. Look, I really enjoyed it. De Bruyne, Foden looking special. I want to talk about Oscar Bob a little bit as well. Oscar Bob, excellent yet again today, Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob is absolutely the real deal. Like, he just looks so good right now. I mean, look at that, by the way. 97% pass accuracy, 66 out of 68. 1 key pass. So good. I mean, of course, he was sort of scored a goal, didn't score a goal. He was trying to play Kevin De Bruyne through, actually, which was mad, because shoot at that point. But his deflected shot went into the back of the net. But once again, the weighted pass that Doku's got, not Doku, sorry, Bob played the weighted pass to De Bruyne, who crossed it to Doku. But the absolute... in the perfection. Like, De Bruyne didn't have to break a stride to dink it over to the back post. He's so good at this. Oscar Bob is a very, very, very real option for this first team right now. And I feel, honestly, he's going to become a star at Manchester City Football Club. We've got a special talent on our hands here, Oscar Bob. And it's exciting. It's exciting. Another player that just feels, if he's starting, I'm happy. I'm not uncomfortable with it at all. Like, he's truly special. Truly special. And he has everything to his game. Like, he has the pauser, you know, to quote a much-used phrase, you know, that pauser, where he knows how to slow it down, knows when to make the pass. And that's the thing that really excites me about him, is like, he's not just a guy who's got incredible footwork, and he can go past you like that, by the way. In the blink of an eye, the man could find space in a phone box. He could dribble past you, you know, on a stamp. It's ridiculous. Like, honestly, the guy has absolutely... incredible technique, incredible levels of acceleration over sharp space to get past you, and the footwork with the little 1 foot, I think it's called a croqueta, is it? A croqueta? Where you knock it from left foot to the right foot, past people. It's just so good. It's just so good. I was good at that, by the way, as a kid. Not that good, obviously, not even close, but I did that a lot, that move as a kid. True story. I love that move. I love it. And to me, I'm just excited to watch his development. You know, like today at one point as well, of course, we had Phil Foden, academy prospect. We had Oscar Bob. Rico Lewis. Then we also saw Michael Hamilton and Jacob Wright come on as well. We had 5 academy prospects involved today. Jacob Wright may be a name you're not familiar with. He's been at Manchester City since he was about 4 or 5 years old. Officially signed for City when he was about 8 or 9, but he's been training around Manchester City. The City do junior blue stuff as well, of course, since he was about 4 or 5 years old. So Jacob Wright is literally a dyed-in-the-wool, lifelong Manchester City lad. 18 years old, been impressive for the under-18s in the EDS. A very cultured, technical, sensible, hard-working and smart number 6. And he looked good when he came on today. Now, of course, he didn't have a lot to do, but he used the ball calmly. He used the ball sensibly. 21 out of 23 passes done, 24 touches. Not bad at all for the young man. And, of course, a lot of the passes were quite straightforward, but you can't not be excited to see a young player come on, and make his debut at the Etihad in front of 50,000 people as on a pitch with Kevin De Bruyne. It's just special stuff, and I'm very happy for him. Of course, as well, we got a really nice little run out from Michael Hamilton. And once again, didn't waste a single pass. These young lads, they are cut differently. They're built differently, aren't they, these lads? 21 touches, 18 out of 18. Did he attempt to dribble? He did. He was successful in one. There's one bit where I thought he was going to get a shot up, but he couldn't quite get past 2 or 3 people. Lovely, lovely stuff. And I've not even got onto Doku yet. Now, we saw the return of Jeremy Doku as well. Look, I love the early signs of a blossoming Doku-De Bruyne link-up. Doku came on, of course, at the same time with De Bruyne. Like, his return, excellent, Of course, he dribbled 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4 for Jeremy Doku, absolutely. But once again, he was drifting inside. He was playing some nice passes as well. And if he's going to drift to the back post with Kevin De Bruyne playing, that's good. I want a guy who can run to the back post and score goals. And Doku took his chance really nice. He dropped the griddy, of course, as well. Done it in the Premier League, done Champions League, done it in the FA Cup now. A lovely, lovely stuff. Doku, look, he's such an electric player. Like, Doku returning must be worth a like for what it's worth by the guys. 100 people watching, 15 likes. Come on. Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here as well. For Kevin De Bruyne, for Doku, for Jacob Wright, for Michael Hamilton, for Stephen, do give the video a like for me. It'd be massively appreciated. But yeah, the return of Doku. When you look at the players that we've got to come back or just return, Kevin De Bruyne is probably the best creator in world football. He absolutely is, in my personal opinion. Doku is statistically the most electric dribbler in world football right now. He just is. There's a fact. Then you've got Erling Haaland, who's probably the best natural striker in world football. A goal poacher extraordinaire. Then you've got John Stones to return as well, who is probably the best number 6 stroke centre-back in the world. There's no one quite like John Stones. You get all those back, the versatility, the options that we've got. I mean, when you look at our forward line all of a sudden, you've got, Doku or Grealish on that side. You've got Silva or Oscar Bob on that side. Foden, Kevin De Bruyne through the middle. But, Bernardo Silva can play through there. Alvarez, Haaland. You got Mateus Nunes coming on as well. I'm going to talk about Nunes a little bit. He didn't start the game today, which I was surprised, by the way. Rico Lewis got the start. But Mateus Nunes came on. He was really good. Really good. 1, 2, 3 key passes today. Of course, he's nearly got an assist. It was his cutback from Rico Lewis that led to the Alvarez goal. He was involved. I think it was his pass out to Oscar Bob, which led to the own goal. That could have been an assist as well. You probably feel like he deserved an assist there. 92% pass accuracy. Really good. He was everywhere, running around the pitch. It was a really good performance from a man who's slowly starting to sort of mould into a City player. I don't think he's fully there yet, but he used the ball intelligently. 92% pass accuracy is good. It's not pure elite levels, but it's definitely Man City levels. And I was impressed with him today. Like, he's got a lot of energy and a lot of tenacity to his game, and I've always a good performance. Rico had a good game at right back when he went out there. Rico's lucky, by the way, not to have a serious injury. That Matos guy, I think he's a Chelsea youth lad, but he was an absolute thug, if we're being honest. Alex Matos, I didn't like him at all. I hope he struggles because he was just dirty. He injured a Kanji. Now, we need to see if Dan Kanji's all right. Of course, he went off after 18 minutes. A terrible challenge. An absolute fuck. And, of course, as well, you had their fans just booing a Kanji. And booing Gomez when he got injured. And booing Jack Grealish as well. Like, what are they doing? Did Liverpool win 2-0? I did not know that. Let's have a look. Where are we? Where's the FA Cup? No way. That was news to me. Arsenal bottling things again. Was it late goals? I didn't even know. Was it Kivo? Own goal, was it? And then, because it was obviously, I didn't know it was 0-0 when I went live. And Luis Diaz as well. God, they are messing things up, aren't they, Arsenal? They started so well. But anyway, back to Manchester City. Look, we are a serious side right now. You know, Arsenal have messed up. We are slowly starting to see the signs of this Manchester City side turn back to who they are. And when you watch the performance today and recent weeks, Phil Foden absolutely fantastic right now. You know, Kovacic good as well, by the way. Kovacic had a really nice performance. I know once again the level, but Kovacic was everywhere, you know. Ortega, two big saves actually. One an instinctive save, another one from a 1-on-1. Ortega, excellent. Gomez had a nice little game at left back. Josko Vardiol, cool as ice. Composed as anything as the centre-back today. Playing in his preferred position, some would argue. Really good alongside Ruben Diaz. Diaz had a good game as well. Diaz was strong. And everyone did. Jack was fine. Not his most involved today, but he was good. You know, he was all right. Overall, I thought it was a really encouraging performance. Like, I'm sat here now smiling to myself because I do think the return of Kevin De Bruyne is just, it's galvanizing. It is. And then when you consider that today we didn't play with Ederson, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, John Stones, Erling Haaland, Kyle Walker, Ake. It's just really exciting. The squad is starting to look nice. The quality of the players that we've got, the X factor is starting to come back into this side. And do you know what? We could do it. We absolutely could do it. We could turn this season around. And I've got a lot of faith in this Manchester City side right now. I just don't trust anyone else in the league. You're like, it's good. It's good. It's very exciting. I really like Oscar Bob, by the way. I think he is the real deal. I think he's the real deal, absolutely. I think he's got the talent to go as far as he wants to in football. I really mean that. I think he could reach the level of someone like Mahrez or a Foden or whatever. I think he's such a special footballer. He's barely been exposed to first-team football. And what I love about Oscar Bob is he does not play like a young lad trying to impress the manager. He just keeps the ball if he needs to. But he's also got the ability to drive past and pick a pass, or hold on to the right moment for the overlap, or he can score goals. I know he can. He can score wonder goals as well. And he can play on the left, or a false 9, or on the right, or as a number 10. Eventually, he'll probably end up being an 8. You know, that's what he's got, that level of just intelligence to his game where he's got it all, basically. And I think Oscar Bob is going to the very top. And I do think Pep's going to keep him around the first team. He is the real deal. And that, to me, is what I consider it very exciting, you know. When you've got a level of player of this talent, they've been moulded by the best manager in the world. Look, I think it's a reason to be very excited. Yeah, it's good, man. I'm very happy with it. A clean sheet today. I look at the Phil Foden stats today, by the way. So good, isn't it? 2 goals, 91% pass accuracy, 3 shots on target, 4 accurate long balls, 1 key pass, 1 accurate cross, 2 goals. Lovely stuff. Special footballer doing special things. I love this stat as well, by the way. Kevin De Bruyne now is the most assists of any player in Europe's Big 5 leagues or competition since the start last season, despite making just 3 appearances this season. Only 3. 3 appearances. You know, it's just, it's remarkable. He's a different level of brilliance. And see this guy make his debut today, of course, Jacob Wright. There he's the young lad, only 18 years old. But looking excellent today out there. Looking composed, looking comfortable. There's the quotes, of course, as well. Guardiola's there, confirming not 90 minutes yet for him. But he's right to point out there's not many people like De Bruyne or or Haaland or Phil Alvarez. They're just special players, aren't they? I'm very encouraged. Here's what Guardiola said. This is a breaking quote, actually. I love this. It says, Oscar Bob from Guardiola, he receives the ball as a striking pocket. It's his first turn. He's quite similar to Phil Foden, an incredible threat. Another 90 minutes, he's always played at a high level. Another play for the academy, and it's good. And there we go. I mean, that to me is the quote of a man who's staying there, you know? I actually agree he's a bit similar to Foden in that aspect. But I love it. I love that he's genuinely the real deal now. I think Pep sees it, and I think Pep respects it, you know? He is the one and only. You know, he's a special footballer, isn't he? Special footballer. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. What a man. What a time to be alive. A glorious time to be alive for Manchester City fans. I enjoyed today thoroughly. I went down with my dad today. I took some great photos, by the way. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's me and my dad, bless. I can't wait to... I've done my dad dirty there. He looks tiny. He was on the step below. Bless him. But that'll be Ruben in our arms one day as well, my son as well. And I caught a great photo of Foden there celebrating. Look at that, man. That's the first goal as well there. That's second goal. Oh, it was great fun. I really enjoyed it. Come on, you Blues. And Kev, of course, returning to rapturous applause, you know. It was great fun. That was goosebumps seeing him return. And as UW said in the chat, yeah, back like there was nothing happened. Back like nothing happened today. Absolutely lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And that was my summation of the game there as well, by the way. KDB return, Doku back, Foden magic as ever, 5 incredible graduates involved, Oscar Barbase, debut for Jacob Wright. I am very, very happy, guys. I'm absolutely buzzing. It was really good stuff. Guys, thanks for watching this. Of course, I'll do a 5 things learned tomorrow. I can do a fan review live tomorrow night if anyone wants it as well. Not tonight, probably. I'm going to help to get the little guy to bed, get my son to bed. I enjoyed it today. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Subscribe if you as well. In a bit. Bye-bye.